Well, in the world of hockey, it comes down to this. The Stanley Cup Finals. We are at Game 1 from the Lenovo Center in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's been at least a year since I've done one of these. When you look at this matchup, you look at two teams who had pretty divergent routes to get here. For the Golden Knights, you had them go through win the series in 6 against the Utah Mammoth, and then take the Ducks out in 6, and then flatten the President's Trophy winner Colorado Avalanche in a sweep. On the other hand, you can argue the Hurricanes had the easy path. Swept the Senators, swept the Flyers, suffered a one loss to the Canadiens, but more or less gave them the gentleman's sweep treatment and flattened them. First time in decades the Hurricanes got over the hump. That was the conference finals. Maybe last year winning a game against Florida was a confidence booster in last year's conference final. I don't know. So the big question is, how does Carolina overcome the onslaught that is Vegas? The Golden Knights are in their second cup in 4 seasons. For the Hurricanes, this is their first cup in over 20 seasons, in nearly 20 years. The last time the Canes made it to the final, a 7-game slugfest against Edmonton, where they nearly choked away a 3-1 series lead to the Oilers, only to win on that final game. If I know your name Tree, he's getting ready to do his coverage of Game 1 right now. Because he is more of a hockey buff than he is a basketball. And he is a basketball one, which is why I'm a little disappointed in how he handled his Hater's Guide to the Finals. Why? Because he didn't do it the way he does with baseball, football, or hockey. Let's head to the Lenovo now. On the outside the campus of North Carolina State University, 20 years overdue. But tonight, the Vegas Golden Knights are in town for Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Lots of tailgaters in Raleigh today. Third cup in 10 years for the Golden Knights, and 9 years for the Knights. Made it in 2018, got gentlemen swept by the Capitals. Made it in 23, gentlemen swept the Panthers. We'll see how this one plays out. For the Hurricanes, first cup in over 20 years. 2002, gentlemen swept by the Red Wings. 2006, won it all in a 7-game slugfest with Edmonton. Let's see if the Hurricanes can push it to beyond 5 games with Vegas. I don't expect the puck to drop until around 8:20 or so with this shit. At the worst. 8:15, 8:17, 8:08 at best. Ray Bourque, 2001 Stanley Cup champion, in his final season when he went with Colorado. Robert Mormino won the Cup in 2006 with Carolina as a player. We've had a lot of teams fall by the wayside. We've had the Senators, the Penguins, the Mammoth, the Lightning, the Kings, the Bruins, the Ducks, the Wild, the Flyers, the Stars. I mean, look at who fell on the way to get here. The Oilers, the Mammoth, the Stars, the Kings, the Penguins, the Senators, the Lightning, the Bruins, the Ducks, the Wild, the Flyers, the Sabres, the Avalanche, and the Canadiens. Oh, zip it, Gava Bergami. Too bad. Just as a heads up, even though I'm basically the new hockey correspondent with the Hardcore Sports Network, there are a few caveats to this. One, I don't start calling hockey games until around January or so, because most of my content when it comes to hockey are going to be the nationally televised games on ABC. I can't, given my TV setup, I don't have Hulu Plus, Fubo, a dish, or a cable box, which means I can't pick up TNT or ESPN affiliated games. And two, when it comes to the Stanley Cup Finals itself, it's going to be based on parity. If the year is numerically odd because it's on TNT, I can't. If it's an even number year like this year, where it is on ABC, then I can. And the playoffs in general are going to be frustrating because of the fact I won't be able to call a game unless it gets fairly late into a series where a series matchup could be on ABC. Emphasis on could. Let's go to PK Subban, Steve Levy, and Mark Messier. Especially when you consider that Vegas came into this with the lowest winning percentage of any team, or among one of the lowest winning percentages. Okay, they didn't have it that low. 39, 26, and 17 with with 95 points tallied up. Not the and winning of a weak Pacific Division. Not the worst, but you could do better. I guess one was lower than that. Carolina, on the other hand, had a record of 53, 22, and 7. 70.7% of the time at home and 58.5 on the road. Let's see, 128, 129.3 divided by 2. Let me see. Hang on a second. I got to do some math here. Gave them a 64.35.6%. That doesn't add up. Oh, 129.2. Ew, okay, that's where I screwed up. Oh, brother. Hey, Mess. Here's the schedule. All games will be at 8 o'clock. At the soonest, this ends next Tuesday in Vegas. At the latest, 2 weeks from tomorrow, back in Raleigh. Because the first 3 games will be on a 2-day stretch, 2-day interval. The fourth game will play 3 days after the third game. Then 2 days after that is game 5, and the last 2 will be done on 3-day intervals. I don't know why they're going to go down this road. And for both teams, it'll be only the second time they've been able to hoist Lord Stanley's Cup. Only the third time the Stanley Cup Finals have come to the Carolinas. Yeah, but by contrast, the NBA finalists combined record is 24-8. Logan Stankoven is one of the most aggressive players on the ice. He is relentless. Look at what he did against the Flyers. They cut wrister into the basket. Then on the breakaway again, 2-on-1, and again. And now here he is trailing the play. Stankoven has got 9 goals in this postseason, 3 of them game winners. Even though it's Taylor Hall who leads the team in points and assists. On the other hand, it's a little more spread out on Vegas. Points leader, Mitch Marner with 21. 10 goals for Pavel Dorofeyev. Not sure if I pronounced that right. And 16 assists for Jack Eichel. And with Mark Stone back in the lineup for Colorado, it's been a spark plug. I mean, Vegas, it was a spark plug against Colorado. Find the gaps in defense on the break. This postseason, Mark Stone has been pretty quiet. 5 goals, 5 assists for 10 points, 4 of his 5 being on the man-up position. And we've got a fucking ad spanner. Carter Hart, 12 postseason wins this year. He'll be in net for the Avalanche. And Frederick Anderson will be in for the Hurricanes. Franchise postseason record, 3 shutouts. Hello, Jelly Roll. Puck drop in a few minutes. I was at least right about how soon they drop the puck. Screw Geico. Dr. Pepper Tic Tacs. Do they taste anything like the soda/root beer? They do. How I miss the what bullshit rants. How I missed the you know what's bullshit rants. And the cup is presented. Rangers fans know him well. And here are the starting five for the Golden Knights. Jack Eichel. Shea Theodore. I don't watch hockey a lot, so I don't know a lot of the names. Brain McNabb. It's pronounced Ivan Borashev. And Pavel Dorofeev. And the man in the net, Carter Hart. And let's meet the Eastern Conference champion Carolina Hurricanes. The coach, 2006 Cup playing winner, Rob Brindamore. Jalen Chatfield. Nikolai Ehlers, excuse me. Jordan Stahl, who was just a rookie when the team won the title last, or was drafted a year after. Martinuk. Jacob Slavin, and the man in the net, Frederick Anderson. Freddie Champ breaks out in the Lenovo. Karen Desalu and performed by Adam Lee Decker. What so proudly revealed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets are red, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was
sing us that star-spangled banner. For the land of the free and the
Let's do this, bitch. The lights come up on the stage. This year, Carter Hart is 12-4 in the postseason, 12-4 in the postseason, a 222 goals against average, 924 save percentage. This is his first career start in the Stanley Cup Finals. On the opposite end, Frederik Andersen, he is 12-1 coming into this with a 1.41 goal against average, 9.31 save percentage, 3 shutouts, and this is also his first career start in the finals. Canes will go from right to left to start the game in the first and third periods and go left to right in the second. Golden Knights will go left to right in the first period, first and third periods, and go from right to left in the second. If it goes to overtime, same thing. I mean, they'll go right. Canes go right to left. We'll go left to right. Knights right to left. Chris Rooney getting ready to drop that puck. Knights in their traditional road white unis with gold trim, great trunks. Hurricanes in their alternate home black unis with red trims. Draw one by Vegas, can't clear it, and now goes into the Canes zone. Andersen cuts it off behind the cage, but can't clear it out. Puck's cleared. The shot off the post, goal! Nikola Ehlers puts the Canes on the board first, right off the bat. The puck gets cleared early. Ehlers goes on the break, off the right crossbar, and past Carter Hart through the 4-hole. On the 4-hole. And 27 seconds into the game, Carolina's on the board first. The puck goes into the bench. Draw one by Carolina. Puck tipped on off the Hurricane. It will not be iced. It's not an icing call. Here come the Hurricanes. Here come the Knights with the puck in there. That shot doesn't come off. Go off. Taylor Hall. Line change by Carolina. It's going to be Taylor Hall, Killen Miller, and Walker now in. Keandre Miller, Sean Walker. That shot! Oh, it hit the post! That was by Hall. Stone, Coggin, Sissons, Lazone, and Hurdle, and Thomas Hurdle now ice for the Golden Knights. This is one of the other reasons I don't like doing hockey. The line changes are too quick, or so fast paced. It's hard for what I use to keep tabs on it, keep track. And that puck is iced. Puck will go to the Knights zone with a minute 57 into the first period. Oh, it hit the top of the crossbar, but hit the base of the crossbar, but it didn't go in. A little softer, and that one goes into the net, and it'd be 2-0 Carolina within the first 2 minutes. Okay, brief line change for Carolina. They're going to go Svechnikov, Aho, Carrier, Goltsaberhi, and Niskanen against Smith, Theodore, Kolsar, McNabb, and Dowd. Puck was moved back to center ice. Draw one by Carolina. Thrown into the Knights zone. Oh, Slavin and Chatfield get the assist. I thought it was unassisted, but whatever. Puck now into the Hurricane zone. Anderson out of the net to try to get it out. He can't. Scrum in front of on the boards. Picked up by Anderson. Goes to Serby, clears it out. That shot, one-timer shot goes wide of the cage. Ehlers looking for a second goal, not going to get it. Martineau couldn't shoot through. Miller has to retreat. Clears it out. Ehlers. Miller looking. 3 minutes in. And each team has only got one shot in on their respective opponent's goal. And right out of the gate, it's Vegas on the back foot. Puck is deflected into the seats. 3:39 into the first period. 1-0 Carolina. Third fastest goal in Stanley Cup history by Nikolai Ehlers, 25 seconds. The fastest in the history, Reggie Leach, 26 seconds in the 1976 Cup final for Philadelphia. Knights win the draw. The Hurricanes are quick to clear it out. Hall, Slavin, Chatfield, Blake, and Stankoven on the ice for the Hurricanes against Marner, Anderson, Carlson, Honflin, and Howden for the Golden Knights. Offside on Carolina. John Tortorella, the interim coach near the end of the year, he finished the year with Vegas 7-0-1, and he's been 12-4 in these playoffs. Oh, yeah, Tortorella was part of the 2003-04 Lightning squad. I actually forgot about that. Puck cleared into the... Golden Knights with it. Trying to find a way to get a shot off. Sissons is checked in, as has Hurdle and McNabb, and Theodore. It's Aho, Svechnikov, Jarvis, Walker, and Miller out there on the ice for Carolina. Knapp flips it to center. Svechnikov cuts it off to Gosaberry. Robinson now on, as is Arjankowski and Carrier, along with Nishkinen. And on a line change. Big check in the boards behind the net. Puck outside the line, offside Carolina. Brendan Moore, 59 wins as a coach, 39 as a player. And they're in terms of postseason for Carolina. Puck cleared out of the night zone. Anderson out there with Kolsar, Hannafin, Dowd, Smith against Robinson, Nishkinin, Jankowski, Gosaberry, and Carrier. Barbashet was looking for a one-timer pass, got cut off. Here comes Stahl. Slavin shot, glove save by Hart, and that's gonna freeze play. 6:05 into the game. Mitch, I know you're busy with an interview right now, but I'm begging you, find me a partner who's a lot more adept at this than me so they can help me out. Find someone in the network who's more adept at this than me so they can help me out. I mean, the main reason I don't do hockey is because the line changes has happened faster than NHL or ESPN can operate in terms of keeping tabs on it. I miss the Emu and Doug. I'm instead of this bozo. Rest in peace, Tomomichi Nishimura. What? Canucks are hiring Manny Malhotra as their next head coach. And Ehlers getting a new stick. Draw one by Carolina. Same with a shot. Cleared out by Vegas. Durafea trying to get behind the net to find someone, couldn't. Puck is bouncing around like a pinball. Everyone going after that biscuit. This gets free, loss of the control of the puck. Puck by Martinuk. And an offside. All slinging in. Taylor Hall trying to get that puck in. Wait. Glove save on the shot by Miller. Glove save by Hart. Shensikov, Jarvis, Chatfield, Slavin, Aho now on the ice against Coughlin, Sissons, Lauzon, Lazone, Hurdle, and Stone. On the face-off, Vegas wins the draw. Try to clear it out. Aho tries to keep it in. Spensikov can't get the puck on net. Stone tries to pass it ahead. Aho knocked down. No penalty yet. Shot glove save by Stone on a shot by Seth Jarvis. If anything, Jarvis should have gone a little further left with that shot. Or right, actually, from where he was skating. Draw one by Vegas. Carolina tries to clear it out, and they do. Get back into the net, into the night zone, and they do. They have the puck. And then they lose it. Miller Walker. Shovel by Blake will get a line change. Line 4 on for Vegas. The checking line is on for Vegas. Try to clear it out. They can't. Kowski fires. Saved by Anderson. Right now it's Robinson, Niskanen, Jankowski, Gostishbadi, and Carrier out there for Carolina. Dowd, Kolasar, Smith, Anderson, and Hannafin out there for Vegas. And there's UNC football head coach Bill Belichick, who's getting a lot of boos from the Wolfpack faithful, and NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman. Martinuk to take the draw. Or Ehlers. Left Stahl. Chatfield. Slavin with him. Where's the biscuit? Martinuk's got it. Checked into the boards by Coughlin. Slavin's shot blocked in front. Cleared out by Vegas. That one's broken up. Stahl. There's the save. Rebound he was whiffed on. Barbichet clears it out. Barbichet with 84 hits, and that puck's going to get iced. And we're barely we're close to midway through period one. Stone, Anderson, Hannafin, Hurdle, Season's out there against Aho, Metsnikov, Jarvis, Walker, and Miller. 3-1 scoring chances in favor of Carolina. 7-2 shots in favor of Carolina. 1-0 in goals in favor of Carolina at this moment. Puck laced into the zone on the Vegas with Carolina. Carolina clears it out. Here comes Svechnikov trying to get the dump off. Can't get it out and can't. Cleared out by the Knights. And Gostisbehere has to clear it and get it back and has to retreat with it in hand with the puck on stick. Hall can't get. Either couldn't clear it. Hurricanes need to get back on side if they want to touch that puck. If they want their crack at the biscuit. Nice playing keep away with the biscuit and with the black biscuit. Carlson loses the puck. Fired back in by Blake. Out to center. Knapp couldn't get it. Jarvis scoops. Carrier shoots it in, or is it Jarvis? Gostisbehere with it. Puck now behind the net of the Knights. Carlson spins it out. Nishkinen, Nikishin. Lobs it out. Stopped by Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere sells the puck down. No icing call. Eichel tries to clear it out. Here comes a breakaway for Ehlers again. Score! Nikolai Ehlers strikes again. 2-0 Carolina. On the backhand through the 5-hole. .12:08 in. Carolina now leads 2-0. I thought it was a backhand, not a wrist shot. Well, either way, 2-0. Second goal of the night for Nikolai Ehlers. Hall with it. That shot saved and into the seats. And from that point on, after game 2, Montreal never recovered. And it has been a spark plug for Carolina. We'll take a timeout. 7:32 left in period 1. 2-0 Hurricanes.
this from the woman over there?
I just heard 5% cash back on that. Also, if I start a conga line, will you join?
Earn 5% cash back in 10 categories each quarter and up to $1,500 in purchases when you activate.
2-0 Carolina already. The Knights are on the back foot. They've been outshot 9-2. Yeah, and that neutral zone transition defense with that triangle trap by the Hurricanes has been suffocating so far to the goal for the Golden Knights. Knights win the draw. It's Anderson, Sissons, Hannafin, Hurdle, and Stone out there for Vegas. Aho, Miller, Svechnikov, Jarvis, and Walker out there for Carolina on the ice now for Carolina. Hurdle. Tomas Hurdle, for those wondering. And offside as the puck crossed the blue line, back over the blue line. So far, we haven't had anybody go into the sin bin yet. And go into the sin bin. Another line change. Jankowski to take the draw against Boyd. Just outside the Carolina zone. Puck won by the Knights. Theodore out there with McNabb. Robinson comes in, which means line change at this point. We're over 6 minutes in. Over 13 minutes in. And Theodore scores, and that cut with a long wrister, live interference, live screen in the front, and that cuts the lead in half. Cuts Carolina's lead in half. Shea Theodore with his first goal of the finals, and the Hurricane lead has been cut to 2-1. Was Carrier, Jankowski, Godesbear, Robinson, and Schmetzikov that were on the ice for that goal by Vegas. Draw one by Carolina. Stankoven, Chatfield, Blake, Slavin, and Hall versus Anderson, Carlson, Marner, Hannafin, and Howden. Fifth goal of the postseason for Theodore. And we've got Howden heading to the sin bin for hooking. Carolina will go to their first power play of the finals. Let's see what happened here. Oh, it's a high sticking call. And this is probably the biggest weakness for Carolina. When they're man up in the playoffs, they have sucked horse dick on the power play. False start on the draw. They have one of the worst power plays in the postseason out of all the teams that made the cut, if not the absolute worst. 12.5% when this was the fourth best unit on the power play during the regular season. Miller with it. To Stankovic. Miller shot, blocked in front. Blake will scoop it up, go behind the net, take it around. To Stankovic. To Hall. Back to Blake. To Hall. Try to center it to Miller. Shot is blocked in front. Miller resets. To Blake, one-timer, and that's blocked in front, and that's saved. Miller trying to keep the puck in, and does. Over to Blake. To Stahl. Stahl behind the net. To Hall. Back to Miller. To Hall. About a minute left on the power play. To Blake. Cross-ice pass to Miller. Miller wasn't ready for it. Blake. To Miller. That shot is blocked in front. It's going to be Lazone, McNabb. Oh, wait. They already cleared that unit. Aho, Ehlers. Hurricanes running out of time. Got the spear to Aho. To Ehlers. To Jarvis. Back to Ehlers. Try to set it, or Ehlers couldn't get it out. Couldn't get it ready. Ehlers with it. He's going to have to fire it fast. Jarvis, the Shabanskin can't get it out. Harmon out of the sin bin. Has to pick his. At the post and smothered by Anderson just in the nick of time. Eichel, Hannafin, Anderson, and Carlson were out there for the Knights. .412 left in the first, and the Hurricanes' lead is 2-1.
We've got to keep our patience. We will get our opportunities. We can't throw and be sweats. Keep your patience here. We got plenty of hockey left, right?
It was 2-0. His team responded quickly. They've officially credited the goal to Theodore. Ray said it well. The Hurricane defender into the net. For the playoffs, Theodore. Lead thing for the
Puck won by Carolina. They need to clear it out fast. They get it out off a stick, and into the Knights zone. Nikolai Ehlers has both goals for Carolina. Shea Theodore with the goal for Vegas. It's Marner, Anderson, Carlson, Howden, and Hannafin out there for Vegas. Slavin on the break. Saved by Hart. Miller, Martinuk, Walker, Ehlers, and Stankoven. Stone. That pass broken up. Aho. Walker with it. Dumps it in. Stone dumps it behind the Hurricane net. Mark Stone was the MVP of the 2023 Cup final. Line change for Carolina. It's going to be Aho, Stahl, Slavin, Chatfield, and Svechnikov. Hall now on there. Taylor Hall now in the lineup. Now in the rink alongside Jordan Stahl, Martinuk. And that puck's going to go into the bench. Oh, it was Stankoven who had that shot. A little higher and he would have got it. And go higher on that shot and he would have got it. Puck at center ice with 1:53 left. Left for the face-off since it went into the bench. Canes win the draw. Doesn't go. Crowd looking for a trip. They're not going to get it. Under 90 seconds left in the period. 2-1 Carolina. Puck is cleared out. Hart touched it because it was going on. It was heading in the direction of the net, not to the board, so it's not an icing. Minute 9. Stankoven with it. Fires a shot. Save. Rebound. Hart. By Hart. Rebound goes wide. Time of attack, over 4 minutes for Carolina, 2 for Vegas. Keep screwing this up. See? Blake, Walker, Miller, Stankoven, Hall against Smith, Anderson, Kosar, Theodore, and Carlson. We are down to 25 seconds here in the first period. Stankoven, Snetsakov with it. Sorry, pass blocked. And that's going to end period 1. We go to first intermission with the score. Vegas Knights 2, Hurricanes 2, Vegas Knights 1. On 2 goals. By Nikolai Ehlers. Now let's get to tonight's AIO episode. Oh, I've got time. Today's episode, The Election, book by its cover. A book by its cover.
Seconds into the game, you blow the roof off the Lenovo Center. Take us through that first 25 seconds of the game.
Eugene Melton.
I was amused by the rather delicate way that you asked
They are a really good team. They play hard, they play fast. They got a lot of skilled players. So for us, it's pretty simple. We got to get first defense and play their zone and create something there.
I can see my friends from wit's end more than anyone
Winning hockey, keep it going. Good luck the rest of the way, Nikolai. Good stuff.
Thank you. Thank you.
I told you later about this team.
Piercing blue
Since
eyes
the
right
return
through
from
the
the
screen.
French
After
across
so long,
country,
did leave.
we've been working at our agreement to remain just friends. Of course, the big news is that Johnny Whitaker, or Rick as most people call him, left Odyssey to run an archaeological mission. Everyone misses him along. Which ends now managed by an old practices with Jack Allen. I have told you about the French side. It's a shop that I don't have on. Yeah, museum, library, theater, a little bit of everything. Children's lodge, maybe it's due to my recent conversion to Christianity.
Our guys just
Sometimes it seems that the situations emerge that purposefully teach a lesson. Perhaps it would help if I gave you an example. The other day I was there talking
Because I persist. Lockheed's improvements on physical game. You taking hits, stand in the fights, blocking shots. You're gonna push through all the battles that you face.
at first I was confused because she was supposed to be
Whether
a
you're trying to
girl in
get better
middle
on the ice
but the girl I found
or
was
off the ice,
my
you
age,
need to
a
help
college student.
everybody else.
She got a nice exciting style playground.
Every young man accomplishes each and every day.
And never had
The
to resort
official
to
training
childless
shoe of
outbursts
the
to cover the
NHL.
bad grades again. Why should I? Because I'm telling you to. And my guess is that with some of your obnoxious attitude, I am probably the only tutor left in Odyssey who will help you get through school. Now move it, young lady.
Damn.
That's just the way you make me. That's just the way you make me feel.
Amazing. Every day. You are still I believe in you.
As usual, the Golden Knights couldn't get anything on the power play. Shots are 12-4 or the Hurricanes, I should say. Shots are 12-4 in favor of the Hurricanes. Hits 14-10 in favor of the Knights. 6-4 in block shots in favor of the Hurricane. The Golden Knights. 2-0 in takeaways in favor of Carolina. 8-6 in terms of giveaways, Carolina's way. And face-offs are pretty even. That was a cross-check that Howland got busted for.
This canvas. You mean you looked at what was under this canvas? Yeah. What's wrong? Let's take the canvas off this thing. This is it. That's the one. What specifically don't you like?
Yeah, I'm not sure how to be.
Please try. The colors didn't work for you.
That's not his painting, Connie.
Clean my brushes. You really thought this was my paint? Well, we suspected there must be the colors didn't work.
To the Stanley Cup final, Carolina Hurricanes down 2-1 lead over the Vegas Golden Knights. Keep reading with Mark Messier, PK Subban, and fast starts. That's Carolina.
Taught you a lesson. Then write and tell me
Weathering
about
the storm for the visiting team. Here come the Hurricanes shot out of Canada. Yeah, and you know, it's a mistake early in the first 25 seconds.
Yeah, we're at the back.
So let's watch it, how it develops here. Mentality from Vegas. As we can see, 3 Vegas Golden Knights below the docks. They're doing their job. The middle of the ice isn't supported. So that means Theodore's got to be inside the docks. He's surfing up, he's fine right now. But as soon as that puck
I got a badge from Uncle Roger. Booyah!
And he looks like he got shot out of a cannon lead. Outside of the Kentucky Derby. My goodness. Blows the roof off the Lenova Center. 1-0 game. Theodore cannot get caught outside the docks. Neither can any D afford to do that to leave the middle of the ice. What a start again. Usually four-checking it down and all those kinds of things. But the score, it's the third fastest goal to start game 1 of a Stanley Cup final. You remember when she lead 76. Required 2. I didn't play against Cincinnati. Smith. 1851 or 1976. So it's all about mistakes. You said that's Theodore making a mistake. That's Jack Eichel, who we raved about. He's been a brilliant player. He makes a mistake in the offense. Well, you have to manage the puck in the defensive zone, but you also have to manage the puck in the neutral zone. Jack Eichel gets a puck with the defensemen are changing. Doesn't really have much going.
Hiya.
Offense going when he got done. Instead of being patient, this puck has to go in deeper here because nothing's happening. He doesn't have support. Sheffield's got great gap up on his control. Turns the puck over and gets it again. It's an unbelievable move through the legs of Carter Hart. What a goal. What a start for Ehlers. You have to manage the puck into the Golden Knights in the defensive zone, in the neutral zone, and you have to. Okay, we're going to break, but you have to. The gap control is unbelievable for Carolina. Ehlers is the first player since Al McInnes, 1989, to score 2 goals in the first period of Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. And for all Ehlers did, all of Carolina, Vegas is somehow in this hockey game. Shea Theodore had the first mistake on the opening goal. He gets credit for that goal, and that has Vegas very much alive. The first intermission report is presented by Discover, the official credit card of the National Hockey League.
The evergreen Stanley vacation started with Expedia. How one place will go to good places. When hockey season ended, summer started. That really didn't need much, but they did need peace and quiet. And lots of space. So they planned their flights, car, and vacation homes all
Good
in
grief.
one place. Great, right?
Well, we're about halfway through this first intermission. For those who don't know who Uncle Roger is, he's a Malayan-born comedian who I think lives in London these days. Real name Nigel. His Uncle Roger persona is him just bitching about how people fail at making fried rice or any other Asian dishes. Sometimes he'll praise them, but most of the time he'll get frustrated. And he hate Jamie Oliver.
We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Let's just get one of everything.
If you're a tool person looking for high quality, affordable tools,
severe plaque psoriasis. Thanks to Skyrizi and clear skin, I'm all in. Most people saw 90% clear skin from head to toe. Skyrizi is only 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms of vaccines.
Nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
If a world were like a Sleep Number mattress,
Mm-hmm.
everything in life would adapt to your comfort. To a good night's sleep.
What the fuck is that?
This brand new game.
This was one of Luffy's most powerful moments as a captain. Nami was bitten by an insect carrying a deadly virus. At first, it didn't seem serious, but on the way to Alabasta, she suddenly collapsed with a raging fever. Worst of all, there was no doctor on the ship. Her condition kept getting worse. Decision: head straight for the facility. This was one of the virus. At first,
All of these vintage ties I just bought off of Whatnot. Come on, you gotta remember Crazy Bones. These ones are.
Keep it up. Oh, yeah. And how about the mistakes? Well, Vegas, 146 costing it. Well, on that note, I noticed a lot of high flips. Both teams are trying to get the puck up as much as possible. Which team can turn those flips into more offensive zone time? I think that could be a decision in this game tonight. As Court said, there's a lot of hockey left to be played. 2-1 on our way to the second. This has been the Expedia First Edition Report.
Something bad?
Won't roll his 401k accounts into an Empower IRA and plan for times like this. So I say, let a gram be a gram.
Okay, just promise me it doesn't make a lot of noise.
Yeesh, one hell of a fight going on tonight. Don't try to sit home, kids. Playing tag with an Olympic gymnast.
Franchise are loaded with prizes, and with so much winning, people are beginning to think any win is possible.
I didn't see that coming.
drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you are,
I did my own research.
you should pay.
Sexy officers can't have children. So they show us
Military personnel, active first responders, get an extra level
Cheating on my husband?
I'm presenting a logical conclusion.
Presenting an
Healthcare costs are confusing and stressful. Whether it's planned or unexpected costs to come. All the things cost before you pay. At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina, we give you the tools that let you compare costs and procedures and search for cheaper prescriptions.
Okay,
I'm listening.
that's
And I
something.
expect an
And
honest
there's plenty more to come.
and
Blue Cross North Carolina, making healthcare done for all, starting with you.
why are you asking?
There's a story that can protect your
Because I
money,
need to know.
be safe in your community, and help you make informed decisions. Check them out out of the streets at 5 and 6 is there.
Or maybe they don't. Have a good night.
Stanley Cup final on ABC, presented by Geico.
And we get ready for the start of period number 2. Let's see what adjustments Vegas made to start the second. Now, again, Hurricanes going left to right this period. Knights going right to left. Front main lines out there again for both sides. Shot attempts were 24-10 in favor of Carolina. And a score for Vegas to tie the game. "25 seconds into the first period, Carolina got on the board first. 30 seconds into the second period, Vegas ties it. Compliments of Ivan Barbashev. With Ivan Barbashev. And Vegas is starting to fight back. Puck cleared out. I'm stoned. That shot blocked. Now it's the Hurricanes on the back foot. Puck cleared out by Carolina. And that's going to be scooped up. Draw one by the Hurricanes. Center shot, no good. And block cut off. And the puck cleared out. Hurricanes have to retreat into their own zone to get another shot at. Puck off the boards. Neshikov. Slavin moves it forward. Hart cuts the puck off. McNabb, Theodore, Kolsar, Hurdle, Dowd. For Vegas, Nikishin, Robinson, Jankowski, Carrier, and Godesberry. For Carolina. Aho checks in for the Aho now on the rink. Icing waved off. Crown and Lenovo Center dying a bit. Puck cleared out again. Stahl, Godesberry, Ehlers, Martinuk, Nikishin, and Godesberry. Martinuk knocked down. Home record 29-10-2 for Carolina, 6-1 in the postseason. Martinuk, save. Played by Hall. Here comes Eichel. Loses the puck. Down low. Eichel misses wide. No chance at the empty net. Blake clears it out. Swarmed to Hall. Pitch out by Meyer. Blake dumps it back into the Vegas zone. Slavin trips and couldn't handle it. Stankoven, Slavin, Shenchikov, Chatfield, Blake out there. No, it looks like it's Aho, Snechikov. Face off one by the Hurricanes, but it goes into the Knights bench. Into the bench of the Knights. And it's another goal, and Vegas takes the lead. William Karlsson with the goal. And it's now 3-2 Golden Knights. Anderson was too busy staring at the puck, staring at his man and not staring at the man and not the puck. Second goal of the postseason for William Karlsson, third in his career in a cup final, and the Canes now trail 3-2. who won 2 quick goals within the first 5 minutes of this second period for Vegas. Seth Jarvis trying to get tripped up in front of the net. And it's going to be iced. 3 unanswered goals by the Knights, by the Golden Knights, over the last 11 or so minutes. Save, there goes the goal stick. Carolina's offside. Take a TV timeout. 14:43 to go. 3-2 in the second period in favor of the Golden Knights. Carolina trying to fight back, but the forechecking of the Golden Knights has been suffocating. Puck behind the Hurricane net. Scrum for it. McNabb. Puck poked out. York. To Hall. Puck into the Hurricane zone. Into the Knight zone. Knights have outshot the Hurricanes in this period 5-2. Carrier behind the pet, but he can't get can't do a wraparound. Stop goes off, and it's iced. See behind the net. There's off, shot goes wide. Penalty coming up against Carolina. Let's see which Kane is going to the sin bin. All they need to do is just touch up. Hanfin to Eichel. Eichel. One-timer blocked in front. Eichel. Back to Marner. To Carlson. Finally touched up. Let's see which Hurricane is going to the sin bin. Looks like it's going to be Jankowski heading to the box. Going to be a hooking call on Jankowski. So it was a backhand on the second goal by Ehlers. And with the forecheck basically chipping away at the Hurricane defense, you got to wonder how much longer it is until Brindamore is able to adapt to this. I mean, Brindamore and the Canes are able to adapt to this.
Excuse me, what makes this house red? What's funny?
So fun.
3-2 lead for Vegas in the Lenovo. Their power play has been just as bad as Carolina's in the postseason. It's Martinuk, Chatfield, Stahl, and Slavin against Stone, Marner, Dorsev, Eichel, and Hurdle. Draw one by the face-off, one by the Knights. Eichel with the puck to Stone. Tries to center it to Hurdle. Can't get the shot off. And Carolina will clear it out. Vegas 23.9%. They actually had the sixth best power play in the NHL during the regular season. This postseason, Carolina's had one of the best kill units. Dorsev checked in the boards. Marner to Hurdle to Eichel. Back to Stone. Trying to set it up. Goes wide. Eichel with it again. Eichel waiting. Finds Hurdle. Fires one. Saved by Anderson. Carolina clears it out. It's Eichel to Dorifay. Back to Eichel. Shot save. Rebound. Goes to Marner. Back to Eichel. That goes wide and behind the net. Over to Doroshev. Hurdle with it behind the cage. Finds Eichel. Power play down to 22 seconds. Hurdle to Doroshev. That's wide. Marner has to retreat and regroup with the puck outside of the zone. Hurdle thrown into the boards. Marner tries the backhand, not going to be able to get it off. One shot on the power play. Hurricanes back to full strength. Right. Jankowski out of the sin bin. Hanifin stops at the bot. It stops Jankowski at the line. At the blue line. Hall dumps it back in. Dumped back in by Carolina. Fans in the Lenovo getting restless. Hurricanes have been outshone this period 8-2, and they're down down by a goal. It's Hall, Stankoven, Blake, Godesberry, and Nikishin out there for Carolina. Against Carlson, Anderson, Howden, Hannafin, and Barbashev for Vegas. Hall shot wide. Chatfield now on the ice. No scoring chances in this period so far for Carolina. They've been pretty much dead in this period. Svechnikov gets in the way. Walker shovels it in. Hurricanes go to a line change. Carrier with it. We got a fight near the wall. Getting too cute there. Score! Tie game! Jordan Stahl, the captain, ties it for Carolina. Took Carolina long enough to get that third goal, but they got it. Tie game. At 12 minutes and 42 seconds into the second period, it was only their third shot on the goal in this period. $12 minutes, but who's counting? More like 18 minutes, but who's counting? Third goal in the final, third in the playoffs for the captain. And Raleigh is rejuvenated, tied at 3. Oh, that's who he won his cup win with, the Penguins. Now I remember. It was his brother Eric who was playing for the Hurricanes at that time. Last Drummond here. Puck stays in the zone. Chatfield with it. Slavin couldn't hold on to it. Vegas trying to clear it out. They do. Chatfield has to retreat. 6:20 left. And the puck's in the seats. And with 6:17 to go, we are tied at 3 at Lenovo Center. Hurricanes gave up 3 unanswered goals, and they finally respond with one over the ones in the 1 slot. Who cares for Toy Story 5? Not me. This will probably be the worst Toy Story out of the bunch.
We're here for it.
Thursday we'll be back here for game 2. As will every game in the NBA Finals. Jarvis, Snetsikov, Aho, Miller, Walker. Jarvis with the puck. Gets double. Puck in the Hurricanes in the ninth zone defensively. Shot wide of the crease. Here come the Knights. Half-inch shot saved and scooped up. It'll be Stone, Theodore, Marner, McNabb, Howden against Jarvis, Shensnikov, Slavin, Miller, and Walker. Oh, wait, that's Carlson. Yeah, I got it right. Against Jankowski, Slavin, Hall, Blake, and Chatfield. Left hand face-off circle. Won by Carolina. They cleared out. And that puck goes over the glass. Oh, Daniel Barry, I forgot to mention you were in here. Face will be outside the Hurricane blue line. Won by Carolina. Chatfield ahead for Blake. Gets picked off. Shot save. Rebound goes far off. Here comes Carlson. Dumps it in. Then Colvin Gangy. They're stay alive. Here comes Staring feed from behind. Barbasher behind the net. Can't get his pass, gets cut off behind the net. Puck static. And that shot gets deflected into the seats by Stankoven. Well, so far this cup final is living up to the hype. 4:26 left in the second. We are tied at 3 in game number 1. Tomorrow, I got to finish filling this out. the best of the Super Junior scoreboard. When you consider that in the A block, all the you got 7 of 10 men that could still 7 men vying for those 2 semifinal spots in A block, and all the matches in B block are win or get spoiled matches. Just because everyone in the B block either has 10 points or has 6 points. We're in A block, with the exceptions of Ryusuke Taguchi, Valiente Jr., and Daiki Nagai, everyone's got 10 points. It's the tiebreakers that are a nightmare in the A block. And as soon as I get up in the morning, we're gonna sort this fucker out. Tomorrow morning, we're gonna sort that fucker out. And the A block, I am expecting 3 out of the 5 to fall. In the B block, I'm expecting at least 3 out of these 5 to fall. Vegas has outshot Carolina in this period 9-3 and have outscored them 2-1. Face off in the Knights zone, because that's where the puck went out. And save. For those wondering what happened, Claude Lemieux passed away at the age of 60 following Game 3. Cause of death was suicide. Yeah, all those fights he got in the early 90s. Think the Benoit thing, minus killing all of his wife and all of his kids. And minus murdering his wife and his kids, and he only took his own life. So yeah, it's condemnable, but not to the same level as what Benoit did. It's where he got blacklisted. In almost 20 years ago. Puck behind the Hurricane net. Impact to Martinook. Stahl gets hit. Risser shot wide. Chatfield pass wide of the net and shot wide of the net again. Either that or it hit the crossbar. I don't know. It's Marner. Carlson loses the puck. And for those wondering what CTE is, that's basically one of the worst forms of concussions brought about by constant shots to the head. Severe brain damage where you basically have the mental capacity of an 80-year-old with dementia. Here comes Jarvis. Tried to center it, couldn't get it. I mean, why didn't Jarvis just shoot himself is what I want to know. Oh, with a shot that's saved by Hart, and he'll hold on to it. 2:13 to go. That was only the 5th shot of the period for Carolina. Yeah, that was going to Gostisbehere, but Hurdle's able to ricochet it Personally, I would have just shot it if I was Jarvis. Draw one by Vegas. They clear it out. Win the race to the puck. Svechnikov's shot saved by... And it's a delayed offside on Carolina with 1:46 to go. And it's going to be a tripping call on Carolina. It's going to be on Chatfield, and Vegas will go back to the power play with 1:25 left in the period. And for the second time, Hurricanes are going to be a man down. Puck deflected off Chatfield, and Barbashev tried to get it. Jalen Chatfield was basically in the way, tripped him up. So it'll be, once again, back to the man down situation. Now, even if the horn sounds, Hurricanes are going to be a man down for the first 35 seconds of the final period. Puck is cleared out by Carolina. Gets hit from behind. The fans want a penalty call to make it 4-on-4, but they're not going to get that call. Marner with it. Double gets it to Hurdle. Hurdle back to Marner. To Eichel. Eichel's shot hits the post. Dorbache gets it back. Eichel with it. Hurdle to Marner. Back to Hurdle. Back to Dorbache. Back to Marner. That's wide. Eichel tries to get it. He does, but picked off. Stone. Hurdle. To Marner. Marner to Eichel. Hesitates. Anderson with the save. Puck cleared out. And we're going to go to the third period with the Hurricane. Oh, the net came off the mortars. It'd be great if I'm Brindamore. I'm grateful it's not another penalty on the Hurricanes. 18.5 seconds. Puck outside the Carolina zone and cleared out. Theodore with it. Hurricanes played that second period very sloppily. And they cannot get the final shot off. Second period in the books. We are tied at 3 in game 1 of the Cup final. And when we come back from second intermission, Jalen Chatfield will go back in the sin bin for 35 seconds. Are we not entertained? These two teams are fucking gladiators. I wonder how things are going on NXT. So it's gonna interesting. Very interesting. So when we get to July, it's gonna be Tony D'Angelo being challenged by Naraku, FKA Evil, aka the husband of Io Sky. And Mitch, before you jump on me, I'm in intermission. I just missed. I only caught the last second or two of NXT. That's all I caught. Ag!
Carolina after the first period, and we got 3-3 on our way to the third. See, we'll be back to Mark Messier and PK Subban. This is the 556th Stanley Cup final game in history. And it is the first time Stanley Cup final history that were goals in the opening 30 seconds of the first period and the second period. Barbershop line for left, right? That's history making. Vegas ripped the door off the hinges coming out in the second. Obviously, Torrance had a message for him, I'm sure. Hey, we weathered the storm, the hurricane in the first. Now let's get to work. And they did get to work. So we're going to go ahead and run it. But to me, Vegas had an amazing start. They had to come up in the second period and tilt the ice, and they did this. So watch this here. Puck comes back, and Jacob Slavin here. Jacob Slavin's got to keep skating. You got Dorofeev coming, but you got all this area here. He can at least come up the wall and hide. Barbashev's going to come across and cut this puck off. He doesn't see him. Go ahead and run it, guys. He goes ahead and run it. Now I want you guys to watch. Battle ensues. Jordan's still right here.
Remind me again why Carlos Mendoza stupidly decided to go with 2 fucking bullpen games. I'm ready to fucking strangle him.
And here's Jordan Stone. You can't, this is a big mess. This is a danger zone, guys. Yep. The middle of the ice. Gotta protect it. Guess where this puck goes, guys? Go ahead and run it back to the net. But to me, this is easy coaching. But for Carolina, they've been doing a great job playing defense. You can't have these mental lapses in the final. It'll kill you. You got to take care of the middle of the ice. I mentioned uncharacteristic mistake by Slavin. He's very Vegas hit 3 goals on their first 8 shots. Wondering about Freddie Anderson for a second. Wild good William Carson strikes for Vegas. I think for Carolina this series, they're going to have to make better decisions than they have in the first 3 rounds of the playoffs. Vegas has the players that can confuse them. They're going to have to support each other and make better decisions. You can see right here. All you have to do is stay with your man. No, right in front of your net. Just stay with them. Let Walker has his man. He does it. He goes in behind the net. And what happens now? Let's see how fast. And he comes up. Leaves a man. Jarvis circles under the danger area. Again, that same danger area you talked about. And sure enough, the puck is in the back of the net. You have to defend at this level of hockey because they have players on both sides of the ice that will make you pay if you don't. The slightest error in position, the slightest error in the wrong decision making is in the back of the net. We saw a sample of that in the second period. And Carolina didn't see any of this against Montreal, right? This is totally foreign considering who they played to this point. Yeah, but those are 2 plays where guys are out to lunch. You can't lose your focus. This is the difference in the Stanley Cup final. The margin for error, like I said, is way too small. It's my move. It's wildly entertaining. I'm not having a good time.
Sure is getting hectic in this game. We are, how many minutes from period 3's beginning? 9 minutes. And keep in mind, third period will start with the Hurricanes a man down for the first 35 seconds. And they were basically more or less manhandled in the second period. Outscored 2-1, outshot 11-4, 51.2 to 48.8 on faceoffs. Now in favor of Vegas. They were out-hit 25. They've been out-hit 25-17. And had 2 fewer shots blocked than Vegas. And had 2 fewer shots blocked than Carolina. Than Vegas. The only thing they're salvaging is in takeaways and giveaways. It is getting hectic in there. On that ice.
No preservatives. Wait, it's better food for your better health.
Trying to predict the future is a hazardous occupation. The only thing we can be sure of is that it will be absolutely fantastic. I'm thinking of the incredible breakthrough of the communication satellite. These things make possible a world in which we can be in instant contact with each other wherever we may be. When that time comes, the whole world will shrunk to a point.
Just became the first athlete shareholder of Calcium, where you can trade on anything from culture to the weather. More importantly, I can participate in key corporate decisions while optimizing the company internal operation and financial. Actually, I'm about to dive in and kill my earnings. This is a really exciting partnership. Trade on anything with Calcium. If you're a tool person looking for high quality, affordable tools,
So funny. Real funny.
all over the store every day. At a time when the price of tools and everything else only seems to go up, we're working hard to keep prices down. And for quality tools you love, stop by Harbor Freight today. Get ready. Unbeatable deals are coming soon at Harbor Freight's parking lot sale. Introducing the first ever Infinity QX65. Freeze. Full height. The Infinity QX65 is unstoppable. The first ever Infinity QX65.
Don't trust the corgi.
24 hours non-stop, live all across the country. We're all a part of this history, and the country comes together to celebrate. This is Mary Higgins. Disney celebrates America 250.
He's gonna say Spurs in 7. Yep.
Discover's second intermission report. Just started tonight in Raleigh. The Hurricanes brought Eric Starr back. He's cranking the siren. His kids behind him. Nichols in the rafter retired here. Sweet. And wouldn't you know, brother Jordan, the current captain of these Hurricanes, gets the goal. Well, brother, another giveaway by the biggest night. Fairness play to the Middle East. If you turn the puck over, it's going to be in the back of the net. There's too many good players on either side that we think it's better than that. Not only does he defend, but scores goals. What a player. Goal scores goals. Jordan Stahl in 2009 was 20 years old.
Well, that's horse shit.
He had 2 goals in the entire series. Now at the age of 37 here in Carolina, he's got 1 goal in 2 periods of game number 1. That gives a sense he's not finished, and neither are we. Sets up for what should be an amazing 3rd period. Tied 3.
Disney World is now going to limit how many times you can ride something a day, how many rides you can go on in a visit. That is horse crap. And then it charges you. Sheesh. I knew the mouse was corrupt, but to go this low, fucking ridiculous. A low middle changeup. Damn it. Unfortunately, anytime the Mets go to Seattle and Mendoza, they lose any sense of plate discipline. And I'm ready to strangle him. What frustrates me with the Met core this year is that instead with the Mets managing is that instead of owning up to the mistake and getting rid of this wishy-washy, conflict-avoiding shithead named Carlos Mendoza, David Stearns is doubling down on keeping this bozo around. It's why I have little to no faith in this team getting to the postseason. And if the chips fall that way, you gotta pull the trigger on getting rid of him once and for all. What? No Liberty in 2024? And then who gives a damn about the WNBA?
We start with tangy red pepper cheese, topped with our new crispy chicken breast, and drizzled with sweet hot honey. It's the new hot honey crisp butter chicken sandwich. Just don't get lost in the sauce. Savor for a limited time at one burger. Come one, come y'all. Meteorologists keep Monday and the area's only local radar. Prepare with your full day forecast. Weekdays from 4:30 to 7 a.m. Action Line investigates every day on Channel 9 Eyewitness News. This is the Stanley Cup Final. ABC presented by Geico. Game one for Raleigh, North Carolina, heading to the third period. Vegas and Carolina tied at 3. Vegas up to 15 shots. They had only 4 in the first period. They got hit for games. 27 hits to 18. 7 of those hits were not good partnership. Sean McDonough, Ray Farrell, Ray, we thought coming into evenly matched teams, and so far that looks like it's the case. It really has been. I mean, we saw the quick start from Carolina, the rebound from Vegas again, as they've done many times in this playoff. Vegas scores 3 straight goals, still ties the game up. 2 players I'm looking at here in the third period. Sebastian Aho, Carolina's leading scorer, has been.
That's gross.
Has not really impacted the game at all. Jack Eichel has an assist. He had 6 shot attempts and 2 goals in that second period. Vegas starts
Here we go. Final period underway. Hurricanes once again going right to left. Stahl with the puck. Fans again wanting a penalty on Vegas. They're not going to get it. They is shot wide. 5 seconds left on the power play. Power play's over. Jankowski out of the sin bin. Chatfield out of the sin bin, excuse me. Why is Hayden Singer out there? They're behind the Plainstead Reds. Down low and goal. And the Knights retake the lead 4-3. It took a little over a minute this time, but they got it. It's Brett Howden who puts the Knights back in front. Anderson timed it right, but it went underneath his arm. And it's now 4-3, Las Vegas. That shot saved. Puck being maneuvered around. Keishan trying to clear it out. Aho with it. Tries to clear it out. He can't. Saved by Anderson. Howden with another shot. This one goes wide. Michael with it. Jarvis 2-on-2. Looking. Puck to knock off his stick. Ooh, tie game. Nice one, Carson. And we got a stoppage. I think the putt offsides. And then they turn the puck over and let Vegas get back in front from within the first minute and a half of the final period. This is not what Carolina wanted to do to come out of the chute in this final period. Save. That shot's wide by Blake. And the Hurricanes let the back pedal. Slavin with Sankovic behind the net. That shot save. And into the seats offside. Into the seats. Draw one by Vegas. And the puck is iced. And when you think about it, it's the first Stanley Cup where within the first 2 minutes of each period, a goal has been scored. In the final game where a goal has been scored within the first 2 minutes of each period. No icing. Carrier slams them into the boards. Cut off by Anderson. It was a stall and it's stopped by Hart. And winds up into the seats. Let's see if the narrative can help out. McNabb now on the ice for the Knights. Puck in the ring in the Hurricane zone again. There keeps it in. Carlson roll it off. Jarvis can't keep it on side. Is on the Aho pass. Puck now back in the Hurricane zone. 5.5 minutes removed in the third period. Hurricanes down a goal. And that went into the seats. And my foot is falling asleep on my right foot is falling asleep. Puck. And we're going to have a delayed penalty against Vegas. I think it's a hook. Or hand pass, never mind. Basically a delay a game call on the Knights. Anderson going into the sin bin. Only the second time on the punt. It was on that goal that the Hurricanes have the lead.
To fit your business and bottom line. So Greg, how good does it feel to save on your commercial auto insurance with Geico? It's good to have a great hand. It feels good to get your savings on. It's very helpful. It feels good to Geico. It does this. Companies everywhere bought into AI. Problem is, nothing works together. That was nothing. The ServiceNow AI platform breaks down the walls. It integrates anything in your workflow. Any data source, and with the AI Control Tower, we can finally manage all our AI. The ServiceNow AI platform lets you connect to control everything to put AI to work for your people. Let's see, Nick. On the chair.
Easiest if everybody just moves down one. No, okay.
There's something important I need to tell you. I should have said this a long time ago. Is that on my time now? You're eligible to become a member of Navy Federal Credit Union.
Sure is taking a while.
Because I'm an Army veteran, our whole family can join to get great benefits like
exclusive savings and discounts. Exclusive savings and discounts. That's great. Also, I love you.
All veterans enjoy Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
God, I let that one rip.
Rasmus Anderson in the penalty box. This will be Dave Jackson.
Deep right field. Back goes Raleigh.
Sean, you're not so much closing your hand on the puck. It's what you do with the puck once you close your hand on it. You need to catch it with the drop of your feet. He threw the puck. That's a penalty all day long.
Hurricanes on the power play. They didn't get many shots off the first time in the first period. It's Stahl, Aho, Svechnikov, Jarvis, and Godesberry. They face Eichel, Hurdle, Brodavis, and Hanfin. Ehlers goes too far with the pass, and the Hurricanes have to regroup. Godesberry with it. Jarvis. Back to Svechnikov. Shot wide by Ehlers. Jarvis to Svechnikov. Oh, this Godesberry to Jarvis. He loses it off his stick. Eichel's shot. Down to 30 seconds. Crowd in Raleigh getting restless with all this back skating. Hall with it. And again, the Hurricanes can't do anything here. No shots on either power play. And they're going to go shotless here. Anderson out of the box. Walker's try is blocked. Over 8 minutes gone in the period. 11 and a half left in regulation. Hurricanes down a goal.
And the officials conferring it will not be a penalty. The indication from Chris Rudin.
No penalty against the Hurricanes, so they dodge a bullet there. Well, they are going to put Jankowski back in the sin bin. Son of a bitch. And a shorty to boot. RBI double. It's not earned. So a pair of fielding errors fucked the Mets over, huh? Eichel dekes in to Hurdle. Hurdle being forced back. Gives it to Marner. To Stone. Hurdle's shot goes wide of the net. Marner can't get the pass centered. Jarvis being hounded. Will have to give the puck up to Aho. Loses the puck. Eichel off the stick of Aho. Jarvis back in, loses the puck. It's now 3-on-2. Carlson to Barbashev to Theodore. Puck stolen. .25 seconds left in the power play. Theodore with it. He'll give it to Howden, who has the go-ahead at the moment. Carlson with it to Anderson. Around the net. Back to Howden. Cleared out. Kane's clear, and Jankowski is out of the sin bin. Three for three on the kill are the Canes. And this puck will be iced with 8:46 to go in the game. Stankovic and Seasons take the draw for their respective teams. Puck is dropped. Seasons gets scored! Shane Goodisberry ties it! .841 to go. The Canes have tied it up at 4. I'm doing a game call, bitch. My mother. I'm doing a game call, Mom. I can't calm down. And this one is iced again. For Shane Goddesbear, his third of the postseason, all in the last 4. And Lenovo comes alive again. Give the assist to Jackson Blake to push the puck to the center of the slot. Damn right it has. That shot goes wide. Blake behind the net. Being hounded in a trap. That shot. Hall tripped as he tried to get the shot off. Anderson throws it in. That's not icing. Stankovic gets the other assist. It was 2-0, then it was 3-2 in Carolina, then 3-2 Vegas, then 4-3 Vegas, and now here we are again, tied at 4. Carolina's offside, 7:49 to go in regulation.
With 24/7 protection, you can hand all the worry over to us.
That's right. At Progressive, it's our job to do the worrying for you.
This candle, for example.
Seriously, Jared, you chase that in the fucking dirt?
The damn building coats back then.
Are your headlights too bright?
You think you know when you're texting them from the toilet? How many spiders do you really eat in your sleep?
Yes, when you bundle home and over, you
Give me a manager who can beat AL teams next season, if we even have a baseball season next year.
This summer, declare your independence from hot, miserable sleep. Ashley's Frozen Stripes mattress sale is here with cooling mattresses starting at just $6.99. Plus, save $1,000 on select mattresses and get 0% interest for 60
Looks like a ricochet off somebody.
We're here for our convertible.
How about an SUV? Want to get out of here? Yes, she does.
What's yet deciphered?
Okay, let's move on. Whatever it is, we're here for it.
Pop deserves Pepsi. The icing call led to a face-off to tie the game for Carolina. Let's bring in Dave Jackson again. Vegas arguing Jackson on the race. It's a race to the puck, to the dots. So at the dot, the linesman has to decide who he thinks is going to get to the puck first. Because it's going to hit the corner and rim around behind the net. The players are essentially tied at the dots. He thinks that puck's going to go a little harder, a little faster, in which case the Carolina player would have gone to the first. He has to make a judgment call.
Eichel and Stahl at center ice for the faceoff. And it's won by Eichel.
It's still icing. They lose the face-off. Tied puck, a 50-50 pocket. Jackson Blake wins it. And then Dunstan Spare ties the game. Now you got to regroup again. It is a slugfest here. William Carlson is struggling a little bit here on the Vegas bench trying to resist.
Puck won by Carolina this time. No icing. Healer's with it. The crowd doesn't get through. Martinuk couldn't get the shot off. Healer's with it. Was been for a hat trick, but there was too much traffic in front of the net. Barber shave. For now. Shot, save, and covered up by Anderson. 6:33 to go. And shot saved by Stone on the shot by 30 by Svenstikov and Chekov. Backhand and saved. Backhand by Blake, saved. Do we have a fight going on? It has been a wild game as we're going closing to the final 5 of regulation. We are tied at 4 in Raleigh. We really call fly out to shortstop a fly out. It's more of a pop up. Remind me to shoot. I wouldn't call Double Dare forgotten. Finders keeper, yeah, I could see keepers. I could see that.
Good evening, Scott Van Pelt here in the nation's capital. We will have sports here for you on ESPN when this goes final. Full post-game coverage. We'll visit one of the stars of the game. Which side? At this point, who knows? TJ Oshie in studio to break down what has been a fantastic start for this Stanley Cup final. So, Emily, Raleigh, back to you. Thank you, Scotty. Scintillating action to say the least, and many of the fans still on their feet.
Draw one by the Hurricanes. Gorsberry. That shot is blocked in front by a cavalcade of Knights. Hurricanes have to retreat back to their own zone. Jankowski pokes it in. Gosberry with it. Under 5 left. Puck in the Hurricanes' defensive zone. They clear it out. Sheffield keeps it out. 4:40 to go. 4 each. Garcia fires and it's swallowed by Anderson. 4:25 to go. Anderson fires it. That shot's blocked. Rebound, no. Cut off in front. Aho dumps it behind the net. Wraps around. Svechnikov with the drop. Strange pass. Oh, what a save by Hart. Hart on Jarvis. .343 to go. Controlled by the Knights. Sessions was open for a breakaway. But that puck just got a little too far ahead of him. Hurdle shot blocked. Back to Hurdle and he scores. And with 3:24 to go, the Knights get back in front. It's 5-4. Fourth goal of the postseason, second in the cup final for Tomas Hurdle. About to go under 3 minutes. Hurricanes down by a goal. They need something to keep them in it. I mean, I wonder how long it is before Brindamore pulls Anderson and we go 6-on-5 for the last 2 minutes or 2 minutes minus. Theodore with it. Under 2.5 to go. Anderson about soon to get the cue to be pulled. But once that puck gets deep enough, he's in the clear for an extra attack to be replaced by an extra attacker. But it depends on how fast Carolina can get that puck out of there. They get it out. We're under 2 minutes. Anderson's still waiting to see that puck get deep enough to where he can leave, and we get a 6 attacker. And there he goes to the bench. Empty net now for Carolina. I'll miss. It's Jarvis, Aho, Walker, Slavin, Stankoven, and Ehlers. Miller hard around. Shot length of the ice wide, and the puck is iced with 1:06 to go. Let's hope that tomorrow night there's some good action in the NBA Finals between the New York Knicks and San Antonio Spurs in Game 1. Carolina will burn their timeout. Can we please get Jonah Tongue out of there? Please. The cycle of the derp. Now Neighbors has been arrested. Good grief. Can anything go right for the Giants? I don't think it can. Why do you think I have them going 7-10 at best? Main front line for Carolina will come on. Plus, that's still empty for Carolina. Just drop the fucking puck, ref. Jarvis's pass is battled out. We're down to under a minute. Gosh, to spare with it. He's looking for Ehlers. Ehlers with it, 40 seconds. Down to 30. Carolina's got to do something fast. Gotcha spare shot. Save by Hart. And the clock stops with 22.3 left. The puck gets away from Ehlers. He's got to get it back fast. Lake Center's nobody home, and that's going to end it. Final score, 5-4. Well, not yet. It's going to come down to this face-off. 5.6 left on the clock. Stahl versus Sissons. For the tie, it's wide, and the Golden Knights come into Raleigh and take game one. 5-4, the final count. Big Shea Theodore, player of the game. He got himself a goal, 2 assists. Game 2 will be Thursday night. That's it for this call of the NHL Stanley Cup Final Game 1. Hurricanes trail now 1-0. I'll be back Thursday night for Game 2. Comment, like, and subscribe to the Hardcore and Aboriginal Sports Network, even if I didn't put this game on the ladder. I'm Mets 2-2. Goodbye, and good fucking night. Bang.